Hello everybody, Matt England from England Expeditions. Going to give you a Lake Shelbyville fishing report for November 12th, 2020. Today's lake level is 599.8, water temperature is 55 degrees, water clarity is about a foot. You can see about a foot down. And we had a 4-hour trip today. I had Gage and his grandfather Charlie from the Bethany area, and terrific guys, had tremendous fun with those two. Let's get back to the crappie report. Today's crappie mood was, can you see that? Terrific. All right, a little dark right now. It's about 5:30. Just got off the water about a little before 5. We were catching fish in multiple water columns on multiple techniques of the pendulum toss, vertical jig, and just let it sit still and then pop it. I like to pop it 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let it sit. And a lot of times, as soon as it becomes still after those 5 pops, that's when the hit was there. And it happened quite a few times today. But the number one catching technique was the pendulum toss. You're able to stay away from your target, and that way you don't spook those fish. When you're not spooking fish, you're catching more of them. And they're not leaving the structure that you're bumping them off of. You can stay away from them, watch it fall nice. It's a beautiful finesse technique. Just throw it out there and watch it, and watch any imperfections in your line. Look for a tick on the pole. Those are telltale signs that you have a hit. The number one thing when you're pendulum tossing it is to watch that line and make sure that it doesn't curly cue or just stop. A lot of times those fish will just sit there and it's in their mouth and that line's not doing anything. Give it a little bit of a test for resistance, and a lot of times there's a crappie on there. And more than not, when you don't feel a bite, that's going to be a big fish characteristic. There's a lot of times you barely even feel the bite or don't feel it at all, and those are some of your biggest fish of the day. Today's hot color was the baby bass, the original. We're using a pink 1/4 ounce head. We're using the eye hole jig and the Charlie Brewer slider head both. Had a terrific afternoon with terrific active fish. We were showing Gage, he's a young adult, he's checking out the live scope. And even though we had terrific fish activity, we still found structures where the crappie were just nosed into it. And I was showing them, that's what a non-active school looks like. And we just showed them you try a few reaction tosses, but we didn't want to waste much time because we were finding plenty of active schools, and that's what we were focusing on, catching fish. We had just a tremendous time. We got into fishing water about 3 foot deep again, catching fish 8 inches to a foot below the surface. And like I said before, you got to be prepared to be aggressive hook set, gain control, and boat flip. So get out here tomorrow morning and start this all over again. Like I've always said, please bring someone new, introduce a young adult, take your neighbor, take your neighbor's grandson, whoever you got to get out here for a first or a trip they haven't been out here for a while. That's all you can do. Introduce somebody and let them find if they fall in love with it or not. Odds are they're going to have more fun than ever even imagined. So take somebody new, that'll be your good karma. Bring you some minnows, go find some structure, fish shallow, and have fun. Come to the lake with a good attitude, leave the lake with a good attitude. It makes the day much better. This is Matt England from England Expeditions, signing out.